aggressive Vici game who's definitely going to be playing a lot slower and hoping to be able to stall the game. Every single time that happens, I regret not choosing the faster-paced team, right? And that's just how the meta is right now.
Yeah, because Vici didn't change their bans at all.
Nope.
But usually, you're right, like the team that can put on the aggressive is always basically the team that can dictate the pace of the game. And that's also why they can take so many objectives. Basically, they play on your terms, you don't play on their terms. So if you don't mess up, you're most likely gonna win.
10 seconds
So it seems
remaining.
really hard to be able to win those slower pace lineups right now.
It does.
5 seconds remaining.
The Vici with first pick. Did Newbee pick out the Quap first phase this time?
They might. I think Vici's definitely gonna ban the second phase this game if they don't. And they have done it before with a lot of success. One of the most
Radiant
popular
team's turn
heroes.
to pick.
They want to go for the starter second pick probably. They always go winter starter if they can.
Are you surprised that didn't come out last time, man?
I was actually surprised because I feel Undying is so much less versatile than Slaughter. As well as the Witch Doctor, I feel Winter is stronger than
Team's
Witch
turn
Doctor
to
as well in that regard.
It's probably one of those, it's like the opposite, right?
Dire team's
Newbee
turn to pick.
tested you and said, we're going to give you this hero. If a team does that, you do want to reply and be able to say, yeah, we can win with this hero, you have to ban it.
Okay, go.
And
Over Gyro again.
identical opening from Newbee.
So it was not really the Undying
Radiant
counter
team's turn
only,
to
it was
ban.
the most comfortable opening they found out against Vici.
And there's the Lifestealer against, because the Razor's ban Lifestealer, I think, is the second go-to. I preferably would rather have the Razor against Gyrocopter, but
I agree.
banned away, so what you gonna do?
Well, Newbee's probably going to ban the Slaughter out now.
Yeah.
They don't want to give that to Vici.
But there are
10
other
seconds
vehicles,
left.
even though Slaughter is
Decided?
the best vehicle, right? I think the difference for Vici Gaming
5
between
seconds
these
remaining.
two choices in picks is that Slaughter probably normally would have been their preferable pickup, but you look at Lifesteal and you say, what replaces that? There's not too many options, but what replaces a Slaughter? There's a lot of forward positions and offlaners that give you that vehicle.
Yeah, as you said, not optimal, but still gets the job done. And Lifestealer is very hard to replace in the safe lane. Especially the way Vici likes to
Dire
play.
team
Like, they want to
ban.
enable the mid laner a lot, and Lifestealer can just solo the safe lane. Bad rider. I really think Newbee should ban the Slaughter though, if they
Radiant
have
team
a
ban.
spare ban.
100%. I think it's one of those duos that you get in games that sometimes you don't have to worry about what the other team is playing. If you play well enough with a Slaughter or Lifestealer, it's like so overwhelmingly
Player
strong that
disconnected.
just based off of play, you can win games.
We just spoke about the speed.
10 seconds remaining.
Slaughter, Lifestealer, the speed they bring to the game is crazy.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Wait,
We're trying to
ban the Slaughter.
You're trying to summon the
And
Slaughter
ban
ban.
the Slaughter.
It's not happening, Cole.
maybe Newbee it themselves.
Next level.
This is where you start getting into your own head, right?
The Deucer ban. Vici didn't ban the Quap.
Yeah, well, they still have a ban to go.
Yeah.
So hopefully they ban the co-op.
Yeah, because
Yeah, these next two bans should be Slaughter Quap, right?
Unless they are really prepared for like a Nyx Lifestealer, that kind of combination can really ruin the co-op's day.
Really taking an awful long time.
I'm surprised they don't ban the Slaughter. Maybe they really want to pick themselves.
Yeah, maybe that's the discussion.
it is a good combination with Gyrocopter, right? Because it gives you vision as well as the increased damage from the flat cannon shots.
Yeah, but then again, VG first picks after. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking
Dire
their
team
time. They're
ban.
definitely thinking about something.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Oh, hello. No, well, we were wrong on both.
It was
Okay.
a very fast OD ban.
It was like instant. We know what we want. We know what they want. They're going to go for the Quap. We ban the OD. They didn't ban the Slaughter. We pick it.
Well, the OD ban might mean that they want to go for the Slaughter because OD is like a very strong mid here.
10 seconds remaining.
From the Slaughter Lifestealer.
Yeah, I think OD's like,
5 seconds
he's always
remaining.
been maybe not one of those heroes that like one-to-one matches up against Lifestealer the best, but he being able to have a carry that gives you a saving mechanism against Lifestealer is really powerful.
And goes quite well with the Gyro as well, because you have a lot of like physical damage to go through the BKB.
So what if Newbee picked the Slaughter here?
They're in their own heads. I haven't really seen Newbee play a whole lot of Slaughter, so. And they don't really have anything that accompanies the Slaughter very well.
It would be a bit fishy at this point.
You're hilarious.
It's a Cap just hates puns. He's a hater of puns.
No.
He's a pun hater.
Cap is not a very happy person today.
No, you're right. He's not a happy
What?
person.
Dire
He's just
team's
a
turn to
miserable
pick.
guy, right? I agree, Black. I'm
Grand
glad
finals make me grumpy,
I'm glad
guys.
you're
I'm
here.
sorry.
I think it's a pizza.
You mean the cardboard cheese on top?
Cardboard pizza.
What do we think about this then? This is a little bit away from the norm as far as Newbee are concerned.
Well, Abaddon is a very strong hero against Winter Wyvern because Arctic Burn, 50 seconds
10
cooldown,
seconds
you shield
remaining.
yourself, and you will have a good lane.
Somewhere, Mui's going, they stole
5
that from
seconds
us.
remaining.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, if you win now, I get like 20%.
And then the Lifestealer as well, right? Very single target focused hero, puts open wounds on somebody, tries to beat on them. The shield going to be able to tank that off as well. And it's a hero that Lifestealer can't feel very good about going on. So the Abaddon can play the front line, and Lifestealer they have to find a way to get around him.
And at the same time, it also kind of denies a Slaughter pick because it does counter Slaughter with a 6-second cooldown on the Apothic shield.
The important question here, Black, is are you Abaddon or Abaddon?
Abaddon. What are you?
That's an old school Dota 1 player right there,
right.
yeah. I was also Abaddon,
But no,
but
Abaddon-
because I'm a commentator, you know, people, you like, it's a bad in game, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Abaddon.
Linguistically,
I don't like it.
should be Abaddon.
I don't like it.
Well,
Abaddon is
you know what? I stay true to my own color.
good for you, Black.
I was told once,
Don't
someone
be
said,
tainted by this commentating
I
lifestyle.
won't be. I won't be.
Don't let it
someone
break you
told
down.
me that if it was spelled A-B-B-A,
Mhm,
then it would
mhm.
be said like that.
Abba.
Abaddon. Because it's Abaddon. Abaddon. But because it's a
Abaddon.
single B, it's Abaddon. I don't know how much that's true. Someone linguistic, write to me on Twitter and tell me I'm talking crap.
I have
Somebody's
an
just gonna
excuse.
look at the dictionary and they're gonna copy paste you something.
But I
Or
have
they're
an
just going to
excuse.
copy the voice out
Radiant
to
team's turn to
Elegant.
pick.
I'm a linguist.
But the only reason why I can say whatever I want is
Copy faster.
because you guys are English first language.
Mm.
My first
True,
language is not
true.
English. I can say Abaddon, I can say Abaddon.
Whoa.
I can say
Next
whatever I
level,
want,
dude.
guys.
Sand from Vici, no surprise.
Yeah.
Except that
10
they didn't go for the
seconds
slaughter.
remaining.
Well, they didn't want to have
Yeah.
a starter after the Abaddon.
After the
showed it.
Abaddon, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Abaddon.
either
5
Abaddon.
seconds
Yeah, Abaddon.
remaining.
Abaddon bar.
at that point it's either Clockwork or Sand King, and if you're NA, then Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Those are the other vehicles of
Dire
Lifestealer.
SP
team's
is
turn
first
to
pick.
pick.
Just more
So
valuable,
they
and
go
they
for
do
the
get the
starter
slaughter.
after that. So they kind of block pick it first. Well, they didn't block pick it, but they deny it with the Abaddon,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you say,
Mhm.
pick, which forces VG. Well, it doesn't really force them, but you kind of feel uncomfortable picking Slaughter
10
into
seconds
that,
remaining.
and then they pick it themselves. Again, I don't really feel like they have a lot of synergy with it.
5 seconds
Bit of an
remaining.
awkward pick.
What are the mids that are left that would take a good advantage
Of Slaughter.
of Slaughter?
Radiant team's turn to
SF,
ban.
one of
Storm
SCC's good
Spirit.
heroes. They go for the Storm. They actually only have Fire Blast as well as Slaughter Crush.
Wow, this is
Look at
looking
his
like a
face right
really
now,
good
he's like,
Storm game.
It's a really good Storm game for sure. The Newbee might be able to 5-man them though, because the only
Yeah.
real defense they have
10
is
seconds
Winter.
remaining.
So if they do go for the SF and the 5-man push, it would be quite scary for VG.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a very complexity looking draft, by the way.
It is.
Dire team's
So
turn to
maybe they
ban.
pick up like I don't know, Dragonite or something, and just like try and
Dire
push them
team's
down
turn
as
to
soon as
ban.
possible. Tiny is also acceptable.
Dragonite, Tiny, SF can also work, because you can kind of crush the lane against the Storms.
Radiant
Yes,
team's
right
turn to
here,
pick.
But we have seen SCCs.
The forgotten hero.
Yeah.
Talking of forgotten heroes,
Phoenix.
not a popular pick. Has been picked 3 times here, as far as I can remember, at least on the mainstream.
Olga is quite strong with Phoenix though. Like the Bloodlust is kind of a soft counter to Phoenix, not a hard counter by any means.
Gyrocopter
10
deals with it
seconds
same way he
remaining.
does with
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
And the Abaddon can also just kind of YOLO
5
in.
seconds
Doesn't have
remaining.
to worry so much about being targeted down or anything like that. Maybe they think the SF is going to be the pickup from Newbee, because then the Phoenix is quite good against SF, but I think overall it's more about them just being able to get themselves stronger team fight.
No time whatsoever left for Newbee.
Templar assassin.
Choose your hero.
Against that. I really feel like Phoenix in particular hard counters the TA though.
Yes.
But then again, it's a support
For
Phoenix,
sure.
so no, it's an offlane Phoenix actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's an offlane Phoenix.
Because
That hard counters the TA until you have BKB badly.
The core Phoenix has gotten a lot of buffs. The talents actually make this hero incredibly strong. Once you start getting to level 15, there are multiple Fire Spirits buffs now. So I do think that Phoenix core is actually viable.
Okay, which way are we going, Black?
I want to say VG again.
I am also saying Vici Gaming. I had the same face as you did. I was just like, oh god, I'm gonna go with Vici Gaming again because I do like their draft more.
Yeah, I do too. But what's important though is they enable the Phoenix. They can leave their lifesteal 1v1 against an Abaddon, but they need to help the Phoenix. He needs a good game.
Paul, it's the same game plan, right? Newbee can run over Vici Gaming really fast, but they are countered a bit by the heroes, so they just have to play the early game really well.
All right. Okay. But they're talking a good game here on the panel. They've both cursed Vici Gaming once more, so assuming that it's probably a 2-0 lead to Newbee, but let's play the match anyway.
Yeah, it's like, why do we even have to tell us how it's going to be? You were sitting.
Should be like ABBA. We're an ABBA outplaying pickers.
Also, I love the way you now can say ABBA, and that way there's no question mark if there's a Baden, or a Baden.
It's a long word. Let's keep it 2 syllables. TA, Slardar, Gyro, Ogre.
We call it OG.
I guess you could call it OM for Ogre Magi. That sounds awful. I'm just going to stay with Ogre. Ogre.
All right, let me put my tint on it. Ogre.
Dude, when is the last time I saw an offlane Phoenix, though? Oh my goodness, that is just some really old school stuff coming out from Vici.
The offlane Phoenix, but the synergy looks nice, right? Like the panel was saying, you need to give Young 11 a really good game. Winter Wyvern is able to synergize nicely with the curse into the Nova. Is that what it's about? Like making the best of fire and ice together?
Yeah, the curse and Nova is a really strong combo. It's just unusual. The thing about Phoenix Egg is actually really weak at level 1 Egg. 5 hits is like nothing, especially when Gyro can just flat cannon, right click it down, and hurt everyone else at the same time. So I don't know if they have enough control in the team fight to actually stop them from killing the Egg early. Level 12 Egg is where things get real for Phoenix.
Yep. That's why you could always just look at it from the other angle too, right? Like if Newbee just win their lanes, you pick up a Templar Assassin, she's insanely strong when it comes to the laning phase. Kaka, his rotations in game 1 was superb. Now he brings in Slardar, and while you're not looking at a hookshot initiation, you are going to have that amplification on top of a heavy-hitting, melding Templar Assassin and more space for Mugi if you can actually get it. Right now, Lanham, actually, is Lanham dead? He's on the run, he's going to get ignited. There's a homing missile coming out from Mugi with the creep wave here. Sprites, they're coming in. It's the fire spirits from Young 11. Slow down the attacks, give Lanham time to burrow strike away. And there won't be a second homing missile. Good time to arrive.
Not much
to pull both heroes off the lane.
Well, they grabbed the creep wave. That's mainly what they were after here.
Yep.
You know what I want to see this game? I want to see a plus 1400 range, dive cast range, and I want to see someone interrupt it during the cast. That would be sick.
Denied. Over the plus 1 second supernova stun duration.
Usually we see the dive cast range, I think. It's pretty good. In 1 second,
Who's interrupting it? Like, you'll have to blink crush.
That's why.
Ogre stun? Oh, that's why. You want to see the style play.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not going to be the homing missile.
Hey, that thing moves really fast now. Come on. You have 3 charges going, and he then Icarus dives, follows him down, hits him on the way back up.
And then he turns into an egg.
Yeah. Good luck.
So top lane for Storm. I mean, it's not amazing for TA, but it's pretty decent. This is where things get rough. Apple versus Lifestealer is just a nightmare for Lifestealer all game.
And then you put in the Slaughter as well. Like anyone you want to go on, as Cap was mentioning, that you want to overrule, you want to attack somebody, they're just going to get shielded. And Kaka's happy to burn his life to keep Paparazzi as down as he possibly can. It's still neck and neck for the CS board. So that's going to be pretty even. But then you ask the question, what do you get out of the off lane on the other side? Like you look at Phoenix going up against a Gyrocopter. Feels like Gyro's going to win this lane.
Yeah, but as long as 11's level 2, I think he's fine. Here he has the dive, so not really in danger of dying over here.
Yep.
The thing about the Abbott too is like you can't go on him the entire game. Like it's just you can't kill him, and you're not going to build a Silver Edge. You need Silver Edge plus Orchid to even like think about killing him. But we'll see how well they can kite him in the team fight. They could potentially like wait for the lot of his
Piggyback going in mid. Refraction just came up from SCCC. Okay, yeah, you're good to talk. SCCC
He's
is not going
also
to die.
on the right side of the creep, or on the left side, which is the right side of the creep wave. Not die here.
Who's left, who's right. Arctic Burn attack from Winter Wyvern waiting for his moment against SCCC. Haystroon's already worn off, and KP's calling the well played. They don't see him. Like, there's one observer ward which is on the other side of the river, which scouted out the Wyvern moving in. And now they all just back up to the supports. Both of them rotate towards the mid. Nothing happens. And of course, SCCC, a very humble man that he is, will accept the praise. Thanks. Nice.
That was nice. He's already had to say thanks a lot. He received so many awards today. Maybe only second to Burning.
Definitely second to Burning. Bottom lane, a bit of Ignite on the Young 11. Extra stuns. He can Icarus dive himself away. He's got one charges available as well as the South, so Young 11 was going to be fine.
Trucker stick.
He'll go to full health with the South Tango anyway.
Not an 11. He did not drop the stick. I was watching.
Lineup moving over. Observer Ward's up from Fade, so he's perfectly alright with this. And a donk onto the Phoenix.
That's out of mana though. So that's great for 11. He's actually having a pretty good game. Much better than the start for his Beastmaster, I would say.
Is there a better sustain you can get? Like, if we're seeing Gyrocopter putting more and more mana into that homing missile, like it's 130 mana per pop.
There's just no good options.
I can get from Aquila, like that's what he's getting to start with.
Aquila raindrops clarity is generally what you go for. Anything else is just overcommitment to Rocket when you would just do so much more damage by spending that gold to beef up your flag.
So you wouldn't even like your Soul Ring or anything like that? Like at least that way you got a little bit of extra spam?
I mean, I would consider it sometimes, but most of the
if
time,
you were
no.
support Gyro, maybe. Not core. Oh, Fenrir. This is what I was waiting for KP just to be an absolute pain in the butt. Get in behind the tower and cause problems.
Yep, that's what he's doing. I don't actually think they're like particularly well versed in dealing with offlane Atlas too. He's a hero that you like. That's just very difficult to zone out. I don't really think they committed enough in the early game to deal with it.
Dunk. Every time. Lanham is just making the most out of the raging jungle for now. He's farming that up. Storm Spirit's also bounced off the lane. Gone to burn the shrine with Young 11 and take a stack while he's there. Opens up a little bit more space for SCCC. Just to push the creep wave underneath the tower, but he's holding it back for now.
So I think this game is similar to last game where Vici need to very well in the early game. Not because of the increased space for a Tinker like last game, but just because the Newbee's lineup is very, very good at farming ancients, farming stacks. So if you're trying to play an economy game versus them, this is what's going to happen. Ava's going to push out the lanes, and he's very, very difficult to kill with their lineup. And if you spend time to kill him, they'll still get more gold out of it.
Young 11 wasn't reacting right there. He's still got Icarus dive available. Kaka looking for the crush. Misses the timing on it. Young 11 gets away.
At least he was looking for the outplay. You already got it, Kaka. No, that's the right idea, though. You definitely don't want to send that sword. He'll just dive away. So, on the very small chance that you can dive or got a reported dive would be great.
Burning so much better to do this. But he's got his Tranquil Boots up and running. He's looking at Blink Dagger as the next one, and that will allow him to reposition for the crush.
You can tell he's a pub player. He uses both strength.
Wow.
Yeah, he's number 2 on the leaderboard, by the way, on the Chinese leaderboard.
Really?
Yep. Number 2. I think a lot of them aren't actually ranked yet. I checked most of Newbee's profiles, but not. They haven't played 5 games on their main or 10 games on their main account. But number 1 is Paparazzi, and number 2 is Ori. So
nice to see Vici giving more space to their supports now. Like Ladham's getting, like he was farming up inside the jungle to begin with, and now he's up to level 4 thanks to that high point up in Sandstorm. SCC is just looking for the right line to connect into him. But the one problem I kind of feel is still that Wyvern. Like Fenrir, he's just shy of his level 3. Not really getting a hell of a lot out of that top lane.
It's
sacrificing himself to ensure Paparazzi.
They don't have
space.
a good way to attack the Wyvern, though. You don't have like a Bat Rider who's going to lasso him. You have to bypass the front line, which is generally going to be like, you know, a Phoenix, Sand King, this Lifestealer. So it's okay, I think, if the Wyvern does underfarm. He is position 5 anyways. So I don't actually think he needs that many items in this game. You're very scared that there's like a storm or something like that can assault him. But your only blink dagger hero is going to be a Slardar, and Slardar, or early Slardar maybe TA, and that they can find him. But even then, I still think he's okay. It's almost all physical damage too. So if you get a cold embrace off, you're good.
Why is this happening again too? Like Newbee always seem to be able to get a nice observer ward around this little Trinity camp of the Dire side. So Vici Gaming, every time they back off, every time they rotate a support, there's a lot of information coming into Newbee where they can just move to counter the movement.
Well, they know that because Storm hasn't showed in lane for a good 3 minutes, I want to say. He hasn't been in lane.
Good sides committed. Young 11 starts his TP, falls down, the damage needs to be high. All right, homing miss on track, homing miss on track, homing miss on... It's really low level, it's level 2. Could have been amazing, but really wasn't. They reveal the fact that the sentry ward down to was Kaka. Gets attacked by the creep wave, walking with the invis rune in the bottom lane.
Here I am!
Lanham also manages to get rid of the other aggressive observer ward. So Newbee were trying to keep tabs on both of the ancient stacks, and he was able just to kill that observer ward, which was north of the sentry.
Still no first blood.
Yeah, 9 minutes. This may be the longest game since we're like...
Well, if Lifesteal was killing the top,
You had to say it. You had to say it. Kaka, he got crushed at bubble. Vici perfectly splitting up, and then once he charges, holds the crush. Caustic finale attack from Ori. Faith could not get there in time to help. Thanks, Ben. You asking, you shall receive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Ori's still going at it. Mass thirting and just constantly farming up constantly farming up neutrals.
He's keeping up.
Oh, he's showing in lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, they probably were wondering what he was up to. Actually, they had the visual, so they had every idea what he was up to.
They know what he's doing. Well, they need to watch a
Dire's
little bit
middle
closer as
tower isn't going
Paparazzi,
to
who just
last
finished
long.
off his armlet, still farming up free top lane, up to 4.7k net worth. He is number 1, only just above the TA. But it's his lead over the gyrocopter, which is very impressive. Moogie is not getting as much out of this lane as the lifestealer. Obviously, the lifestealer's also had a lane which has been abandoned or abandoned.
Stupendous!
The Phoenix puts a lot of pressure on him.
It's the worst joke of the day.
Soldiers' fortune.
Let's let her swap.
No, TA won't hit Lanham when he goes invis with Sandstorm. Oh, a great way to get rid of Refraction. Karkas looking for his opening. Paparazzi, mid-armlet toggle. Still no level 6 on Karkas, so without the amplification, I don't think Paparazzi is that scared when he's a level 10 versus a level 4 Slav. Even KP can't do much to stop it unless they can, again, look for the right timing. Paparazzi's movement speed with phase boots is just too high.
And with Armlet, he just has way too much speed. Armlet's great choice here.
And when Armlet's down.
I mean, even with Armlet down,
Dire's
he still has
bottom
a lot.
tower needs some help.
I don't think there's any way they're bursting through that. Especially with such a short duration stuff. It's only a level 2 Slithering Crush.
SCCC did just fire late down. It was a little bit busy. He was headed north to deliver the tome to Kaka. He hasn't burned it just yet, but he can get that 5th level.
So the slower this game goes, the more greedy average he gets. Like sometimes you'll see like flash solar bottom lane.
Orange is TPing. Yes, he already came in. A perfect dive onto Mookie. He'll get the ball down. Oh, but SCCC will jump in left at the end of the dot into the Sandstorm saving. Young 11. Nova was enough to force the TA back, and Ori can just take a very sweet and simple double kill.
Not the hero that you really want dying here on the gyrocopter. I guess it's kind of nice that they're like spreading out their network though, because they are going to get like single target focused down in the fights. So they need to make sure that all their cores are strong, or else they're just going to jump the biggest one with Storm Spirit and Lifestealer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Making it hard to just stand your ground. KP's headed back up to the top lane, trying to push Paparazzi off the tower. Quick smoke from Kaka, trying to close the distance to team track. Oh, Sprinkler call down. Welcome everybody to the SCCC show.
Just TH, or just a
I had a double damage rune. Well, say goodbye to that mid tower. Fortification will try and save it. Kaka's watching for the rotation of the runes.
They learned their mistake from last time.
Tower.
This is kind of, I would say, a similar spot where they
Don't take
Roche.
Roshan. They're coming for kills. They're going up to Paparazzi. SEC got his blink, so Kaka goes up high, try and do the cutoff. KP will move over too. Paparazzi reveals himself. DD's got half duration left on it. They have to slow him down. The curse will help the Bell Strike. Paparazzi will rage when the damage is too much and he knows it. Run to the side, but down he will fall. And Newbee pick up their second kill of the game.
I think the only way he survives there is if he armor toggles during the TP. Probably
Leading on Dire's top tower.
or if he manages to find a creature and best friend.
Radiant's middle tower could
Yeah,
use
so
some
yeah,
help.
he would have to go for that play. Running away is maybe
Dire's top
if
tower
teammates
is
coming.
gone. Just a cold fog.
This is so
left
risky though.
behind.
Like you talked about, okay, Newbee look for opportunities. They didn't go for Roshan, they went for kill, but now they get the tier 1 tower down on top. KP's getting stronger and stronger and building into what Vladimir's offering too. There's going to be a lot of sustain for his team.
It still might not be that bad of a time to Roche though, because there's no level 6 on Wyvern and there's no blink dagger on the same team. So these, I mean, they do have a lot of Roche heroes.
They're enjoying just the forcing of the top tower. You amplify on lineup. It's like they want to take a fight. They want to make this blink dagger work for SBCC so we can then transition like
middle
2 more
tower shouldn't
kills
have to
and
take
he'll
this
have
abuse.
enough for the full Desolator, and then momentum is crazy against Roshan as well as other towers.
Vici's team fight around Roche is actually amazing. Even without the blink dagger on Senki and without the Winter Wyvern ultimate, Storm is amazing, Phoenix is amazing. I think
middle
Wyvern's
tower
still
is
pretty
under
good even without level 6, but he should be able to pick it up, pick it up fairly soon, or at least 5.5 at the moment.
We'll create the new game. Welcome to the game of amazing.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this
There
abuse.
was one line of what you could probably like replace a light field with like gyrocopter, and then they would have like the ultimate anti-Roche lineup.
There you go with Mooney. No Suns to start with. He's going to go for the Yaksha. Obviously, this could still just be Manta style as well. And not the S and white build we saw previously. But he modifies.
Yeah, I did not like the
Radiant's
same
middle tower
first
is under attack.
Maybe could have just ended the game. It would have, I think, about a way higher chance of victory.
They got so much vision up here. Paparazzi and Young 11. Young 11's the back lines. Kaka wants to surge forward. You have the supernova of Young 11 ready to pop, but then more rotation. Ori in front of they come in live and the back line. Ticker side down. Ori goes for the jump. It's onto the Templar Assassin. Kaka waiting it up. Now he's put on the miss. The amplification is there. Forest strike. Tries to create space. The Sentinel coming up from the camp. They're going to stun up. Even the escape. They don't have enough mana. The call down is huge from Moogie. 3 heroes lost. Young 11 wants to run out this one. They got a homing missile available. That's only level 2. Here he will survive. 17 one-charges as well, but again, Newbee. A good fight. They do lose the TA, but does claim the tier 2 tower on top.
That Centaur stomp, what the heck?
It's screwed up, Vici.
At least they get the TA kill, that was pretty big for them.
Alright, let's look at it again.
Grass in Dire's top
So we
tower.
have a Ravage from the
Dire
neutrals.
have fortified
He
their
gets
structures.
Spirit on the TA, that's really important to start breaking the refractions. That Storm can do a lot of damage.
Dire's
But this
top
Stomp
tower is under
actually
attack.
does so much for them right there. Like, pretty well for Vici at the start of the fight.
We're back live. KP did not have the borrowed time available.
Doesn't matter.
It was on
Got
cooldown for
tower.
10 seconds.
Actually, technically he did get the tower, but the tower down.
Objective claimed.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Newbee back into their farming. Got to finish that Desolator over on SCC.
I wonder what Abba's going to commit for. He has 6 in a row right now. He could go
Dire's middle
for
tower is
Medallion
under
for the
attack.
ultimate Roche.
A
2
soldier's
Roche items that
fortune.
he could go for.
Does it make sense to transition into Solar Crest against any of the heroes of VG?
Well, yeah, it's amazing versus Winter's Curse. It's amazing versus Lifestealer. It's just really good in general.
Oh, will make sense then. Line up.
Yeah. You could also just go Medallion,
Oh,
but I would
KP.
prefer...
He's going to shield up. What is he doing? He's going to run at him. Young 11's going to turn on the Sun Ring. KP comes a lot of damage, does not want to burn his borrowed time, but he's got no choice.
Wow.
1 minute on cooldown.
How was he so good with the Sun Ray? I think like he had like 100% uptime on that versus the Abba, even though he attempted to juke it.
Back. Moody's getting so much money from bot lane. Get the recipe flying out. We'll push the tower out so we can pick up the rest of the Yasha in the side shop.
Storm almost has place though. Very, very
Radiant's middle
close.
tower could use some help.
Just a little bit more. And they do have the Blink Dagger on Sand King infested inside, smoke around behind the T1.
You also just got the Blink Dagger on Karka. It's going to take a little bit longer to get out to the Tier 1 tower. Radiant is scanning, expecting a gank to come from the north, but doesn't ping, so they can think about the rest of it, and they do smoke up. The first reveal of that Blink Dagger. Karka and SCC need to work closely together, and there it is. Blink, crack, and boom! Got him! SCC will be cursed up. There's no real follow-up until the epicenter arrives. The life is still enough to do this survive. It's time to paparazzi. Orange needs to do some work, jumping in, taking two rounds up from the tower. A jump away. The miss is just too much. Miss uphill, but it won't matter. SCC, well played. Triple kill for him, and the run begins once more. 6-1-2 will take the mid-tier 1 tower, and that's the sticking for Newbee. How do you take for a shot? Wait till Vici has 4 in the break.
That was it from the state out by them. And they just needed to wait until Abaddon was up again. So the way that fight went, Vici's game plan was, after the Phoenix died, they wanted a winner's curse at TA, get all the fracture charges off. After that, they epicenter in and burrow strike. However, Abba pops his ult, shields the TA, and then fight's over. So all refraction charges off right now. It's a great time to initiate, and then boom, KB ultimate, shield them up, and then you're good.
They just can't get the damage in, and Ori was like an afterthought coming in to try and help out. Had a nice jump, short jump to actually get the dodge. But that is huge. Momentum swinging. 4K now in favor of Newbee. The net worth #1. It belongs to TA by a landslide. 10,500 against the #1, which is 8,000 on VG, which is the live stealer.
They all have armor issues on Vici. They already have a lot of physical damage in TA alone, but combine that with Amplify and Slithering Crush and Gyro right clicks, just everyone on the team needs armor. But right now, it's only Lifesteal that has any semblance of armor with the armlet.
So if you actually get hit by both the TA and you have the mist on you, you go -18.
Yeah, you're just gonna die in probably one.
The highest armor target you currently have on VG Gaming is 9 for the Storm Spirit.
Lifesteal.
He has more with the armor turned on, or even without
middle
the
tower isn't going to last
He's at 6+5, 11, 6+8.
He's still gonna be a negative. Is I think the point that you were trying to go for.
Yeah.
And he's still gonna just get destroyed, and everyone else is way less armor than his Lifestealer. So, like, what do you actually do? Like, Storm Spirit can't go Shivas right now. Maybe the Phoenix can think about this, but he just died and hasn't been able to get really, off to any.
Paparazzi's got the sun. I don't know if he means to do it, but he's got it in his backpack and not his inventory. Okay, there we go. Now the switch.
Dyer's
Trades
bottom
out the
tower
Quelling
is
Blade,
under
but
attack.
here comes Newbee. They want to fight. Land him in the tree lines. The Observe Board lets them see everything in Winter Wyvern. Target number
Dyer's bottom tower is being
And they're all
chipped away.
spread so that they can get a winner's curse. The only time SCC goes in is when he knows he can get a killing blow, and then curse doesn't matter at that point.
This just seems too easy for Newbee to get one tick and an objective. One tick and an objective. In this case, it's one tick and 2 objectives.
The Storms is too slow for them.
But he's trying to counter push, and they really at least they get the catapult to the T1 tower a bit. Up to Newbee if they TB anybody back to defend, but they just want to keep going. The Dire Courier gets sniped as well.
How did you find that? Jeez.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, he placed the ward up the high ground, and then I guess he just went left. I mean, Cognitus is a god, apparently.
Radiant's top tower is under
He has
attack.
really been on the money.
They really need this best ball to work. The first one just
Where
failed
did Radiant's
miserably,
middle
but
tower go?
if they want Storm to get huge, this is the time. Bloodstone charges, or Bloodstone just picked up on Storm, so this is a really good time for them to get back in the game.
You know, they can go for this, but I'm not quite certain about the defensive vision. Observer and Sentry was planted out inside the VG base. They're already having vision problems.
I'll take your.
They thought they were going to push high ground. You know, you always want to make that feign, I think. You make everyone TP back, maybe make them play some Observer Ward or two, and then just waste their time. And it's like, oh, no, we were pushing. But if you do push, if they're not ready, they're going to get obliterated.
I love that stat on SCCT. So his average kill participation is at 80%.
Someone better help
But in
Dyer's
this
middle
game,
tower.
he's 100.
Radiant's top
Even though he
tower
doesn't have the
deserves
assist,
such
because he
attention.
has 100
Dyer's
on
middle
that, but he's
tower
7-1-2.
just went down.
Yeah, and he has
Radiant
Bloodlust, and he has
struggles.
Amplify,
No
and
fortify.
he has the Curse of Haze, and he has the Curse of Avernus.
Karka, flip, crush, amplifications up on Paparazzi. He's in bed for 2 seconds, and it's actually a face. The epicenter is down, the damage is put one at a time. Paparazzi does his TP out, same with Lenham. They both want to get out of here, and everyone bails. Wow.
excellent bait by Vici. I did not see that going well for them at all, but they actually are all on the same page. Skill 1, get the hell out of there as soon as possible.
Maybe not the exact target they were hoping for, but it works. They probably hoped that SCCC would have jumped in, then they would have burned him out.
So Phoenix is actually starting to get some armor too. He has the Veil, and then he'll have Shiva soon, so hopefully he can stand, like, he hasn't been able to cast Egg yet in this game. He wants to get to the point where he can actually, you know, maybe survive a Slithering Crush and then go for the Egg.
Got the Kaya up for the Storm Spirit.
Haste.
Yep, he's getting there, man.
Blade Mail was also done on the Batten. I was actually interested to see, like, if we would see a resurgence of almost like the old God Black build, where you get like the Blink Dagger on a Batten, just so you could ensure you get the shield up on the Templar Assassin.
He's going to be up in the middle of the fight anyways. They don't have any silences on it. I don't think he's scared because he can up a little bit.
Here comes the attack. As he moves a little bit closer, blinks away.
I am curious as to why Blade Mail. I think Solar Effect is one more common choice at this point.
Oh, jump in. Oh, he's found himself a target. TP's coming over. AP is the man in retreat. He one's up. Oh, Kaka! He tried to get clever. He tried to blink and crush him. Mid-jump won't happen. Ori has the shield up and running, starts his TP, and they're not reaching.
Nice play too. That's a very unexpected Rex. You maybe, but going down, there's no.
Invisibility. Go for my master. Stupendous!
Radiant's top tower has looked better. Who could turn away from this battle? Looks like someone disconnected.
涛叔说经常会打到折光上。
这把如果你
И третий элемент это Вадон. С его щитом он тоже снимает.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Tribute to my house.
Great, they're back. Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Mega kill! Killing spree! Double kill!
Let's do that again!
Dire's middle tower is under attack! Radiant's just as much like his father. I trust there was a good reason. Radiant's top tower is under attack! Radiant's bottom tower's got problems! Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Blew the man down!
Radiant's top tower has looked better. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Blessings.
Over here now!
就没的话，光跳刀技能随便放，没有什么特别强的控制。
TA. Just two of those are fine. Don't let the third one hit it.
Yeah, keep your distance with everybody else.
Or you can have a solar crest and just solar crest the person that's getting right clicked. That would also be really nice for them. That's why I think I would prefer that over the blade mail from KP. I really don't like that item choice that much. It's not like they have damage issues. It's that, you know, they just need to stay alive. Camp.
It's almost like he's just trying to make it so, like, if they want to try and focus him, they got to take a lot of damage to do it. And now he's actually a target which you just can't focus.
I mean, why would you focus in the first place? There's no point in focusing him.
True.
I think Playmail is really good for unavoidable damage. Like, I mean, maybe it's pretty good versus Sunray. It might force the Phoenix to prematurely end a Sunray. So that I do like it versus, but I think it's not that great versus the Lifestealer in a Storm. Lifestealer already has a ton of regen, or lifesteal rather, from his open wounds and from his feast. And then I suppose the Storm is just not going to focus you.
Get Banner to kill himself. That's one upside. He can't pull out of that.
Yeah, but a lot of them already died in this fight. He has no problems dying, Toby. He has no problems.
I secure an already secured kill. It's the Absol play. So Newbee, they're still a long way ahead. 14k is the advantage. They definitely had a drop with this last fight, but they haven't given VG another fight since that moment. Roshan, he's still 3 minutes away from the potential respawn time, and that means Aegis Immortal down will time out. They held the cheese, another advantage of Gyrocopter dying so quickly, but the second that Aegis is gone, VG are on the warpath. Smoke up, look for the initiation. KP's close, he's gonna break the smoke. He reveals the attack. How many times? He did this in game 1 with the Batrider, now he's doing it in game 2 with the Abaddon.
Yeah, his game sense has been absolutely incredible.
It wasn't even a scan, that was burned a while ago.
He even had an observer ward around there too. That's how, like, actually, I think those plays after that. But still, great play from him, popping smoke. You know, you just stand out in front. He literally does not care at all, which is not worried at all about dying first in the fight.
Yep.
If he dies in the fight's lost. Or the fight has been lost already, rather.
Scotty's up for Mugi. This is, oh boy.
Scotty's a little interesting here. I think,
it seems to be a really good way to just continuously kite the light skill. He's already pretty well shut down. T8, jump forward, cold embrace, go protect Lana for the moment. Karka, and finds him up, and he'll have a little bit of movement. And the call down, nothing. Look him on the edge. Nothing else is going to be there. Homing missile will connect to defense. Drastically moving forward. Supernova is down the ground. They don't know who to go on. In fact, Mugi with this split attack. He's doing so much work, but not enough. Young 11 still on the overall. Mugi's under. He gets the cheese. The life is back up once more. Fate will have the time to burn. Maybe not 17-1. Got to still take down Newbee. They've lost 3. They've lost their big damage dealer. KP's on the run. At least he'll play spell up in 1 second time. If he can complete the TP, no, he can't. The first will connect. KP will fall. And VG Gaming get the fight they wanted. Almost the perfect time. Roshan's in 1 minute. That would have been the perfect icing on the cake. Where was there one other person hitting that egg?
they got Winter's Curse at the Winter's Curse at TA as they were about to finish it off with the PKB. So yeah, egg pops in a fight, fight's over from there. You waste all your PKBs. Technically, they didn't even have to go in at this point. Like, they already used their Bloodthorn, you know, they already used their Call Down. It's not that great of a gauge after this, but he just won. But he went ham in. Yeah, I mean, look at their positioning right now. It's like, if your Gyro's the one initiating the fight, it's not going to be a big fight for you.
Radiant's middle tower
Storm
has
just goes
fallen.
crazy in the back line, and then we see the Winter's Curse on the TA right as that last hit is about to come out.
That's so brutal. Can't keep any refraction charges up when Phoenix is doing his work on the side. Young 11 and Fenrir combining the elements to create Captain Planet.
Now we have a game.
Yep. Now we definitely have a game. 6K is still the lead for Newbee. The graphs will update in a little bit, but that's the advantage they've currently got. Storm Spirit's going to get his momentum, and the Orchid picked up for him, so a silence is going to be available. Still against both the Gyro as well as the TA, who have BKBs, but could cause problems for the Abaddon, who is finally now going in for this Aghanim Scepter build.
I think this Blademail might actually be game losing. It's actually like really painful for them that they don't have other items. I mean, he's not super high of net worth, so he can't just like pick whatever he wants on like this. Blademail, I would say, is like done.
Here we go again. VG's dripping away for a stun. He got up just yet, then it looks the kill over on Fate. Nice pull, doesn't land to get the stun off, so Young 11
Now
gives him a dose of skin cancer with that Sunray.
Ori's like almost back to as many charges that he started off with after, you know, dying multiple times with the hand. Very fortunately for Newbee, the Roshan is not up. But they don't know that. And now Abba, like, he's not that big of a threat right now. So, like, you can't actually, like, if he walks in, they're just going to pop his ult and then back off. So they, like, he can't actually feel that safe in the fight now.
Vici still want to fight. The rest is on the hill. Infest ready. Ori wants to jump forward. Not going to hit the body. In fact, SK's already down. Long time death. Ori burned a lot of mana to get him that close. KB wants to keep the run going. And Batten, oh, borrowed time does get triggered. So Fenrir's curse also on cooldown, but a ball in space to blink away. And now Kaka under the high ground. They need to kill this off Newbee if they want to take the fight. KB, they've got it down. The Phoenix will pop a paparazzi. Now going to be careful. Ori able to jump himself fast enough away from SCCC with that high physical damage of Bree to kill him off. Paparazzi needs to move out. KP's for the last won't bounce over to him. It's just Paparazzi kind him out. They know they can kill him. They just have to do it smart. Fenrir moves away from the aggressive TA. But 3 heroes down for Vici Gaming. None of them have buyback. Roshan has just spawned up. They can push, they can take Roshan quickly and then push up the mid.
This was so close to going very well that fight. The stun barely misses on the TA from the Sand King, and then they have to use the Winter's Curse really service to get the ball in time, and then the Egg was pretty close to surviving, but they weren't able to coordinate the Egg Winter's Curse combo like they did in the last fight. So this stun just barely misses STCC here, and then Lana is just dead.
Yeah.
And then after
Ori
this,
instantly regrets his decision to jump.
Fenrir uses this to save his own life. You know, if he doesn't use it, he's just going to die and not get Winter's Curse also. I can definitely do that, and the Mars types use, so they think it's a pretty good time. Young 11 feels like he's forced the Egg, but the blink force from Kaka actually kind of ruins Vici's momentum for this fight because Storm sits in, trying to catch him out, and he actually blinks way past him, and then he has to use more mana and puts Lester in a really difficult spot here. Fenrir is still trying to do the best he can. He is playing fantastic multiplayer in this game.
Yep.
Dyer's
We'll
middle
come back
barracks are
line.
taking
Newbee,
damage.
they've taken Roshan. Cheese is on the gyrocopter. Aegis is on the TA. And Refresh Shark is currently on KP. All 3 of those heroes being the front line is bringing down the melee ranks. So Vici Gaming,
And
they're
not
going to lose their mid. And this momentum, it's not like they're going to tinker like they did in game 1 to try and offset that momentum. They have to push it back the hard way.
They still have like a really big upside for team fights though. I think it's just what they can do is like zip in and try and kill anyone that's not the Abba, and then Orchid the Abba, because he has no way to take off the silence right now, and then they can actually blow someone up.
But you jump on, like the 2 cores at BKBs, even the support initiator Kaka picked up a Yule Scepter, so he's got Dispel available as well. And Ogre has got a Scope Scepter, so we can at least hide that and hope to avoid magical damage.
You just have to throw everything on at once. You throw in the Electric Vortex at the start of the fight, and then you combo it with Epicenter Burrow Strike before they can pop their BKB. If you can kill one of these very tanky BKB cores, especially the Gyrocopter who did not opt for a Butterfly. Oh, he's getting it now, but he didn't have it before the Scotty. Yeah, which I think is much preferable.
He went E-Blade.
He went E-Blade? Okay,
he went E-Blade and then into the Butterfly.
I was like, man, why does he have 2 Eagles zones? But the E-Blade, the thing about it is like, John is usually in the middle of the fight, and he's very likely to get either cursed or attack wild curse. So it's going to be very difficult for him to pull the EB off. But the line of reasoning is that he wants to be able to use it to save someone who gets initiated on. Yeah, usually you want it on someone who's just very far back in the fight. Let's say the Ogre. If the Ogre were able to get it, you know, he can just sit in the back. He's bloodlusting people. He's not gonna stand toe to toe with life.
You can still keep cracking him with Paparazzi. Like stop him from attacking. He's already having a hard enough time if he's going to get halberted up and kited. Now you're able to magically pop him.
You're not going to use it on Paparazzi.
You don't want it on him?
No. You use it defensively during Winter's Curse. That's
it.
Maybe if it's like a 5v1, but like he can raise and hold the brace. He just has way too much HP. I would think to burst him down.
Can they wait a little bit longer? Newbee are looking for this fight, but the courier needs to travel over. The problem is the courier making this maneuver is going to reveal the fact they're here, but it's the Aghanim Scepter on a battle. That's what they need for this fight. So let's just reveal himself.
And double ulti too. Pressure shot.
Yeah.
That is going to be so hard to take down.
They're just drawing the line to go through top lane. They'll force the fight, but the smoke tank timing was wrong.
If you see this, you know you have to score. If you try and burn him down or even touch him in the fight, like you're just going to lose. So you have to Orchid him and control him. You can control him through Winter's Curse, and because he doesn't have a BKB, and you can control him through Orchid. Those are the main tools that you need to use in your Vici. So this is a lot on Storm to get the good Orchid and the good jump on the target, and then everyone else can follow up on that.
Storm jumps in to try and clean up the way. They're able to do so.
Almost like 8 range creeps.
falling down at the same time. Let's see what works. Barra trying forward. Yeah, they got the refraction charge. Remember, he's still got the Aegis wall of Paparazzi. Pops the range, 11 seconds on cooldown, but the timing is good because the creep wave's not there. Actually, it is. It comes through the mid. There's all out SCTC to do this again. Ori, another jump. They're trying to go on it, but Abaddon's got the shield available. Lanham will miss the Barra strike. Newbee are poking the Beast, and the Beast is trying to nibble back.
He's trying to bait out everyone's positioning on Newbee. Is what the Storm's trying to do. Another Barra strike.
And again, Yule Scepter up. Defensive for Lanham. They look for the target. The Aegis Immortal is burnt. KP trying to save it. Triggering them for in time. The curse is out. They connect on to KP. He should be able to survive this. Or will the Barra strike is out. The Barra time. He refreshes charge. Triggers it once more. The call down. Paparazzi goes the middle, but the Supernova as well will expend. There was no follow through. Mugi is already starting up with the homing missiles, looking for a target. Sand King also on the retreat. Everyone's just like, screw this, I'm out.
Why did he be in during the Sun Ray? He would kill your teammate.
Increasing difficulty level.
Usually like BKB only gets, they can't do anything to you. Yep. But the problem is, he might just cast up the TA and then it's up to Gyro to really do BKB. So, you know, it's...
How'd that happen?
I don't know. This EB, if he can pull it off, it's going to be really great, but it's really difficult to pull off EB in the middle of a team fight when you have a very low BKB. He's down to 7-second BKB, so like the chances that he doesn't get cursed and has BKB on and is in range to EB,
that's a low percentage.
It is. I think, you know, generally you want the high percentage plays, but at the same time, maybe Newbee are, you know, trying to see how far they can get away with things this game.
3 homing missiles are now on for Mugi, so we cracked his 25. He is now maxed.
If Mugi at least gets his flat cannon off before he starts attacking a winner's curse target, it will be actually pretty good because he'll still be hitting everyone else on the Vici side. So at the minimum, he needs to do that in a team fight.
I think it would work the other way around. Like, if you get cursed up, you start attacking your own teammate, or the flat cannon hit should go the other way. But as we were testing in the
so OP.
as we were testing in the break, the flat cannon attacks are actually all the basic individuals, even miss chances individual calculations. It was not linked to the primary attack.
That is correct.
VG is grouped up, ready to smoke. Everything's kind of like there's no creep waves inside their base, so it's not telegraphed. There's no range vision inside the base either. The problem is they don't see it. There's no outside vision for VG Gaming.
But Mugi's actually standing very far back, so he is actually playing the counter to the curse. He's not going to be their tower hitter. He's actually standing super far behind. So
I just like that.
Yeah,
But he jumps in, there goes your tier 3 tower. Blink and you missed it.
well, at least they, you know, learned the mistake earlier where they 5-man pumped up where Winter's curse. So he knows he just needs to stand away.
Did they learn from that? Was the mid fight, right?
Yeah, that was the mid
So
fight.
you've gone for. There's a couple of moments where.
He's not actually holding up. He's going to be.
They jump forward. They look for the target, a Templar Assassin, but BKBs are off. They're trying to back up away from the Supernova once more. KP has the borrowed time just expended. In fact, they turn around. The defensive keeps up from the SK. He was hit up by that bloodborne. The crush, it connects, but there's your curse. It's on the KP, but while the borrowed time is triggered, the call down. Newbee's positioning. He plays holds onto the wire. There's no follow through here from VG Gaming. The Storm's going to keep nothing. That's running on the rock. The Storm is down. Hawking it up. Fire is gone. Mugi will have the triple kill. They will claim top rank. Buyback is there from the Life Sealer, but it feels like resistance is futile. VG Gaming, they are getting tier 4. Newbee want to end this now and take a commanding 2-0 victory in the grand final. Maybe Storm can do something about it. He's got a passenger. It's the Life Stealer, but they call it. They call GG. The buyback was in vain. They